Okay, can you see the paper? Yes, you can see?
Yes.
Okay, you're going to draw for me. Let me just get our listening quickly. Okay.
This is the Cambridge Starters Practice Listening Test. Test 1.
Okay.
Part 1. Look at part 1. Now look at the picture. Listen and look. There is one example. Put the box on the sofa.
Sorry? Where?
Put the box on the sofa.
Right.
Can you see the line? This is an example. Now you listen and draw lines. 1. Now put the robot in the armchair.
Sorry, what?
Put the robot in the armchair.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Very good.
2. Okay, now put the apple between the children and the TV.
Sorry, what?
The apple. Put it between the children and the TV.
Okay.
Very good.
3. Now put the kite next to the flowers.
Pardon?
Put the kite next to the flowers.
Right.
Okay, I think we're...
4. Can you see the t-shirt?
Yes.
Put the t-shirt on the floor in front of the bookcase.
Okay. It's on the floor in front of the bookcase.
Yay.
5. Now the shoe. Put it under the window.
Sorry, where?
Put the shoe under the window.
Okay.
Now listen to part 1 again.
Okay, very good. You don't need to listen again. You did a good job. Okay, let's go to part 2. Just going to clear. Very nice, Dayan. Good work. Okay, so now we need to look at the picture. Let me find part 2.
Or a number. 1. What's your teacher's name? Miss Reed. How do you spell that? R-E-A-D. Oh, yes, I know her. I like her.
Okay, number 1. Can you do it? Can you tell me what it is, or do you know how to type? R E. Okay, Miss. Miss Reed.
Miss Reed.
Okay, let's look at number 2. How many children are there in Nick's class? Okay, so we have to listen for a number.
2.
We have very small classes at our school.
Oh? How many children are there in your class?
16.
16. That is a small class.
How many?
16.
Yay, very good. Okay, number 3. How many girls are there in the class?
3. And how many girls are there in your class?
There are 4 girls.
4.
That's right.
How many girls?
Full.
4. Good. Okay, so now who sits next to Nick at school?
So, who sits next to you at school, Nick?
I sit next to Tony.
Is that T-Y?
Yes.
Oh, I like that name.
Who does Nick sit next to? T.
I listen TY.
T-O-N-Y. Tony. Okay. Who does Nick play with at school? I'm going to mute you. Okay. Who does Nick play with at school?
Five. Who do you play with at school?
I play with my friend Bill.
Can you spell his name?
Yes, I can. It's B-I-L-L.
It's BILL.
And what is the name?
It's Bill.
Yay, very good. Okay, very good. Okay, let's see. Now you can draw for me, but we're first going to...
Yes.
Which boy is Ben?
Oh, sorry.
Do you go to school? Part 3. Look at the pictures. Now listen and look. There is one example. What colour does Mum like?
What can we buy for Mom's birthday? She wants a new bag, I know. Good. We can buy a brown bag for her. No, she doesn't like brown. And she's got a black bag.
Well, we can buy a white bag then. She likes that color.
Can you see the tick? Now you listen and tick the box. 1. What's Pat's favourite animal?
What's your favorite animal, Pat? Do you like elephants or crocodiles?
Oh no, I don't like those big animals.
Which animals do you like then?
Monkeys.
Good. Okay.
2. What's Sue doing?
Where's Sue? Is she watching TV?
No, she's in the kitchen.
Oh, is she having her lunch?
No, she's reading a book.
Very good.
Three. Which boy is Ben? Do you go to school on the bus, Ben?
No, I don't.
Oh, do you go on the train then?
No, I ride my bike to school.
Good, Doyan. Very nice.
4. What does May want for her birthday?
What do you want for your birthday, May? A new doll?
No, thank you.
Oh, a new watch then.
No, thanks. Can I have a camera, please?
Well done.
5. Which is Sam's dad?
Is that your dad, Sam? With the black jacket?
No, my dad's wearing jeans and a shirt.
Oh, has he got glasses?
Yes, he has.
Very good. Well done. Your listening is very good, Doyan. Okay, you ready to color? Let's see. Oops. Okay.
Now listen to part 3 again.
No, we won't listen again. Okay.
1. Part 4. Look at the picture. Listen and look. There is one example.
Can you see the girl with the long hair? She's painting a picture of a plane.
Yes.
Well, color that plane pink.
Pardon?
The plane in the painting. Color it pink.
Can you see the pink plane in the painting? This is an example. Now you listen and color. 1.
There's a plane behind the helicopter.
Yes. Can I color it?
Yes. Color it yellow.
Okay. The plane behind the helicopter. I'm coloring it yellow.
Very good.
Two.
Find the plane in the water.
Sorry?
The plane in the water. Color it green.
Green?
Yes.
Very good, Doyan.
3.
Can you see the boy? He's got a plane in his hand.
Yes.
Color the plane in the boy's hand. Color it blue.
Okay. I'm coloring that plane blue.
Good job.
4.
Now find the tree.
Yes.
There's a plane in it. Color it orange.
Orange?
Yes, the plane in the tree.
Very good.
5.
Look at the plane on the mat.
Yes. It's between the two babies.
Yes, color that plane red.
Okay. There's a red plane between the babies.
Yes, they love their toy plane.
Yay! Very good. Okay, now let's try it. We're going to do some more listening. test 2. Let's just clear over here. Okay, let's go find test 2 listening. Oops. Okay.
This is the Cambridge Starters Practice Listening Test. Test 2. Picture. Listen and look. There is one example.
Can you see the duck?
Yes. Can I put it in the bath?
Yes. Please put the duck in the bath.
Okay. Can you see the line? This is an example. Now you listen and draw lines. 1.
Now find the sock
Yes.
and put it on the mat.
Right. The sock is on the mat now. 2. And the radio?
The radio? Oh, yes. Please put it under the chair.
Okay. I'm putting it under the chair now.
Thank you.
This is easy for
3.
you.
I can see a spider. Where can I put it?
Please put the spider on the hippo's foot.
On the hippo's foot.
Yes, please.
4.
Here's a frog.
Yes, I can see it.
Please put it next to the shoe.
The frog is next to the shoe now. 5.
And can you find the mirror?
Yes, there it is.
Please can you put it between the window and the picture?
Okay, I'm putting the mirror between the window and the picture. Now listen to part 1 again.
Yay, very good. Well done, Doyan.
1.
Oh, let's
Now
find
find
part
the
2.
sock.
Yes. And write a name or a number. There are 2 examples.
Hello. What's your name?
It's Kim.
Oh, can you spell that?
Yes, it's K-I-M.
Very good. And how old are you, Kim?
I'm 6 now.
Pardon?
I'm 6.
Can you see the answers? Now you listen and write a name or a number. 1.
What school do you go to?
I go to grade school.
Can you spell gray?
Yes, G-R-A-Y.
What's the name of Kim's school?
Gray.
Very good. Okay, number 2. Which class is Kim in?
What class are you in?
I'm in class 5.
5.
Yes.
It's 5.
Yay.
Three.
Teacher is very good. I like her.
What's her name?
Her name is Miss Love.
Is that L-O-V?
Yes.
What's the teacher's name? Yes?
It's Love.
Yay, Miss Love.
4.
9.
5.
You got a friend in your class?
Yes, my friend Ben sits next to me.
Oh, that's nice. And do you write his name B-E?
That's right.
What's the name of? Yes.
S-B-E-N.
Yay, Ben. B-E-N. Okay. Okay, let's do part 3. I'll go past the example. I'll try.
The ice cream.
No, that's Lucy there.
Oh, no.
Yes, the girl with...
No, he's in the street.
Oh, is he playing football?
No, he's riding his bike.
Can you see the tick? Now you listen and tick the box. 1. What does Tom want?
Mom, can I have a drink?
Yes. Do you want a drink of milk?
No, thanks.
Some lemonade then?
No. Can I have some pineapple juice, please?
2.
Okay, very
Which
good.
is Lucy?
Is that Lucy, the girl with the ice cream?
No, that's Lucy there.
Oh, yes, the girl with the doll.
I like her doll's hat.
Good.
3. What's for lunch?
Mum, can I have a burger for lunch today? Well, yes, but not with chips. Can I have a tomato with it?
No, sorry. We've got some carrots in the kitchen. You can have those.
Okay.
Very good.
4. Where's Anna's pencil?
Dad! Dad! Where's my new pencil? Have you got it?
No. Look in your school bag.
It isn't there, Dad. And it isn't on my desk.
Oh, look. There it is. Next to the phone.
Very good.
5. Which picture does Nick like?
Can I have a picture of an animal for my room, please?
Yes. Do you like this picture of an elephant?
No. And I don't like those giraffes.
And this picture of tigers? Do you like this?
Yes, it's great.
Well done. Very good.
Now listen to part 3
Okay,
again.
let's do some drawing.
1. What does
Okay.
Tom want?
Mom. In a garden.
Now, can you see the monster with a dog?
Yes, I can see him. Can I color his head blue?
Yes, please. The monster with the dog. Color his head blue. Can you see the monster with the blue head?
Okay.
This is an example. Now you listen and color. 1. Okay, there's a monster on a horse. Can you see him?
Yes, I can see him.
Can you color that monster's head pink?
Okay. The monster on the horse. His head is pink now.
Is it pink?
2,
Look at that monster. She's wearing a dress.
Oh, yes. I like her dress.
Can I color her head yellow?
Yellow is a good color for her head. Three.
What now?
Can you see the monster with the football?
Oh, yes, I can see him. He's kicking the football.
Color his head red.
Okay, his head is red now.
Four.
Is that monster sleeping next to the flowers?
Yes.
Can I color her head purple?
Yes, please. Color the head of the monster next to the flower purple.
Very good, very nice. Okay. Let's go see now. We're gonna do test 3. Then we finished all the listening. Okay. Oh, it has to be small. Okay.
Hello. This is the Cambridge Starters Practice Listening Test. Test 3.
Oh, no. Okay.
Now look at the picture. Listen and look. There is one example.
Can you see the spider?
Sorry, what?
The spider. Please put it in the bookcase.
Okay, I'm putting it in the bookcase now.
Can you see the line? This is an example. Now you listen and draw lines. 1.
Now the carrot. Can you put it in the box, please?
Pardon? Where can I put the carrot?
In the box, please.
Right.
2.
Now put the mouse under the chair.
Sorry, put what under the chair?
The mouse, please.
Okay. 3. I can see a doll. Where can I put it?
Put the doll on the bed.
On the bed?
Yes, please.
4.
Now find the frog.
The frog. Okay.
Put it between the 2 shoes.
Between the 2 shoes. Okay. I'm doing that now.
5.
And can you find the pineapple?
Yes, I can see it.
Please, can you put it next to the mirror?
Okay. I'm putting the pineapple next to the mirror now.
Very good.
Now listen to part 1
Okay,
again.
very good.
2 examples.
Hello. What's your name?
It's Kim.
Oh, can you spell that?
And now
It's
we can...
K-I-M.
Thank you. How many people live in your house?
There are 8 of us.
8.
Yes, we're a big family.
Can you see the answers? Now you listen and write a name or a number. 1.
And where do you live, Kim?
I live in Cross Street.
Is that Cross?
That's right.
Oh, sorry. Where does she live?
Is CROSS.
Yes, Cross. Okay. What number is Kim's house?
2.
And what number is your house?
It's number 4.
Sorry?
Is 4.
Number?
4.
4.
Thank you.
Good. What is Kim's grandma's name?
3.
My grandma lives with us.
Oh, what's her name?
Grandma, it's Pat.
Can you spell that?
It's Pat.
P-P-T.
P-A-T.
Good.
And do you have a brother?
I've got 2 brothers.
2.
Yes, that's right.
How many
It's
brothers?
2. 2.
2. How old is Kim's big brother?
5.
It's my big brother's birthday today.
Oh, how old is he?
He's 10 today.
10.
Yes, that's right.
10.
I love my brother.
Yay, it's too easy for you. Okay, we're almost done. Let's go. Okay, let me try get past the...
And tick the box.
Okay.
1. Which bag can May have?
Mum, can I have a new bag? This one's got flowers on it, and I don't like it.
Yes, May. You can choose.
Wow. Can I have this one?
No, May. It's too small. Have this big bag with a cow on it. 2. What is Granddad's favorite game?
Good.
Do you like football, Granddad?
It's okay, but I love basketball.
And baseball? Do you like that?
No, I don't.
3.
No, I don't. My favorite is baseball. Oh, sorry, this teacher got it wrong.
1.
Oh, sorry.
Which bag can May have? With a cow on it.
Sorry, I think teacher has got it wrong.
2. What is Granddad's favorite game?
Do you like football, Granddad?
It's okay, but I love basketball.
Sorry.
And baseball? Do you like that?
No, I don't.
Sorry, you are right. Teacher is wrong. Good, Duyan. Yes.
3. What can the boy have for lunch today?
Mum, what can I have for lunch today? Sausages? No. You can have fish. Okay. But can I have chips with it? No. You can have rice with it. 4.
Which letter?
Where's Ben
Yes.
going?
Hello, Ben. Are you going to school?
No. There are no lessons today. I'm walking to my friend's house.
Oh, does he live next to the park?
No. He lives next to the zoo.
Yes.
5. What's Anna drawing?
What are you drawing, Anna? Is it a hippo?
No, Dad. Try again.
Is it an elephant?
No. Look, it's a horse.
Very
Now
good.
listen to part 3 again.
Okay, now we're going to do some drawing. Then we almost done.
Which bag?
Okay, let's come back first. Oh. Going to come back now, okay?